Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pro Wrestling Channel. And today I'm going to discuss the release of Mandy Rose from WWE. As first reported by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com, Fightful Select has learned that Mandy Rose has been released by WWE. WWE officials felt that they were put in a tough position based on the content she was posting on her fan time page. They felt like it was outside of the parameters of her WWE deal. As for the Fightful article, Mandy Rose has been released by WWE. On December 13th, Rose lost the NXT Women's Championship to Roxanne Perez on NXT, ending her 413-day reign with the title. Rose arrived in WWE in 2015, when she competed on the 6th season of WWE Tough Enough. She then signed with the company after she finished in second place. Rose competed on NXT for a few years before she moved to the main roster as a member of Absolution alongside Paige and Sonya Deville. She and Deville broke off on their own as the Fire and Desire tag team. Rose was later featured in a memorable storyline with Otis, which culminated in a loser leaves match at WWE SummerSlam 2020, which Rose won. Rose returned to NXT in July 2021 and formed Toxic Attraction alongside Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. She won the NXT Women's Championship on NXT Halloween Havoc 2021 by defeating Raquel Rodriguez. She then became the undisputed NXT Women's Champion at NXT Worlds Collide on September 4th, where she defeated NXT UK Women's Champion Meiko Satomura and Blair Davenport. So it's obvious that WWE had a lot of faith in her. She had a 413-day reign with that fucking title. And not only that, but you just listen to her last 7 years with the company, and it's not like she wasn't a featured wrestler, that she wasn't there on the show. So Bryan Alvarez on Wrestling Observer says that the rumor is that Mandy Rose was making more money on her website than she was making in WWE. And I think that's really where it comes from, because it's being reported, also by Bryan Alvarez, that WWE knew that she had this new channel. They knew that she had a fan time page. As far as they could tell, there was only her in a swimsuit, her, just the typical shit. It's not like it's nude or X-rated. This is just provocative photos. From what Bryan Alvarez is saying is that the plan was that Roxanne was always going to win the championship. She was going to win it at New Year's Evil, and they were going to move on. And she arrived on Tuesday and was caught off guard when WWE said, "This is your last match. You're losing the title tonight, and then we're done." So within that time frame of them knowing till yesterday, she did something that rubbed them the wrong way. And maybe she was warned about it too. Maybe this isn't something that, this just popped up today and now we're going to fire you for it. Sounds like this is something they try to talk to her about. Sounds like they try to say, hey, we don't want that associated with WWE. And maybe it was a dispute of money. Maybe it was that she won out of her contract. Maybe it's that they couldn't come to terms with something. But regardless is the fact that it sounds like she knew that these photos were going to get her in trouble, and they told her to knock it off, and she decided to do it anyways. And this isn't to dispute whether or not she should be able to do that. She should be able to do whatever she wants, but if what she's doing is going to paint them in a bad picture, especially with everything that's happened with Vince McMahon, then it's probably best that maybe she didn't do it. Maybe if this was about her wanting to walk away, maybe she should have just waited for her deal to end before she did this. I definitely don't think this is the last you'll see of Mandy Rose. She definitely was too big of a star. And I think that as soon as she made her main roster debut, and after somebody else wins the women's title, because let's just be honest, I don't think we're going to see Mandy beat Bianca or Ronda, and I don't think she should. Those aren't matches that she should have. As of right now, she's gone. And I think this is a bigger sign that, if you want to be there and they tell you to knock it off, they don't give a fuck who you are. You better knock it off. And obviously, as you get up higher in the chain, they're not going to tell John Cena you can't make a fucking movie. But if you're doing something that they don't like, and you're doing it and they know, and you know that you shouldn't be doing it, then you probably should just back off. Unless this is just like I said, unless this is a dispute over pay, she wants to make more money, and she knows that she can make more money on fan time and OnlyFans. I guarantee if she came out today and said, hey, I have an OnlyFans account, she'd probably be a millionaire within the fucking day. So that's the real problem. It's money. She wants more of it. She knows she can make more of it. She knows that she's a draw. And if she's only making $150,000, which that's the rumor, that she's making $150,000 in NXT, and we already know how much you can make on OnlyFans and fan time. Do you blame her? But again, if this is a dispute over money, then work it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the details. I wasn't sitting in the room, who she was talking to, what was said. But just as a spectator on the outside, it just sounds like you knew not to post the pictures. They knew that you were posting these pictures on fan time. They were cool with it for the most part. But then when you overstepped your boundaries, that's when they had a problem with it. And I don't think that it was just on Tuesday they caught wind of it and they said, I'm going to fire you. Look at Mandy. She's been their champion for 413 days. So this had to have been something where they said, hey, we see what you're doing. You're getting into the realm of we might want to stop doing this before it gets too far. And Mandy probably said, no, I'm making money. This is how much money I'm making here and this is how much money I'm making there. And who knows, maybe in the next month or so, maybe that's what it is. She signs a new deal and she'd be a major plus on the main roster. Like I said, I don't think that she should beat Bianca or she should beat Ronda, but whoever falls in line after those two, I think she would have a good shot at, and it would definitely get a good reaction. So I guess like everything else, we'll just have to see.